going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
philsgang.com is not the only way you can stay in touch with what we do throughout the day. With today's social media, you can stay up to date with Phil's Gang current events. You can find Phil's Gang on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and more. Phil's Gang Radio Show is broadcast live Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, Periscope, and, of course, YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Go to philsgang.com and find our social media buttons at the top left-hand corner of the site. philsgang.com and Phil's Gang Social Media, keeping you connected.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Well, Rick, after 3 straight months of record highs, homebuilder confidence in December dropped 4 points to 86, that according to the NAHB.
That's right. And my members have been short home builders, more specific, Hovnanian. Now, you got to understand what's going on. If you go back with these home builders, if you go back to every crash we had, go back to 2008, go back to 2000, what unravels first is housing. Housing is the most important part of our economy, and it unravels. The housing, these home sales that started in April, May, June, we were going up 8% a month, the price of housing. When they dropped interest rates down, where you get a house, 2.4%, 2.7%, and the people who could get credit, people who had enough income, I mean, they bought these houses like crazy. They overpaid for them big. And here's the problem. When you start overpaying for a house, and you're paying 8% every month, houses are going up 8%, 8%, 8%, and wages aren't going up, and your economy's going down, you talk about a bubble. People are going to get hurt. Anybody who bought a home starting in April to now, you're going to get hurt. We started this short Hovnanian and another builders, but Hovnanian is the one that we really targeted, and we're still shorting it. And the reason that the builders or these builders are losing confidence, they understand what's going on. They know it was a windfall. They know the economy. I mean, no economy tanks like this economy tanked, and everybody wants to buy a house. What the hell's going on? That's ridiculous. Wages weren't going up, so there was a group of people with good credit, and they had the equity. They could sell their other homes because there was equity in it. Because remember, pre-existing homes were going up as well. But I'm telling you, this market, this housing market, is going to totally collapse. It's going to collapse. The middle class family has collapsed. That's why, and that's another reason why housing is going to collapse. Middle class is what keeps everything alive. The middle class is what grows our economy. Our economy is not growing. Why do you think they call Obama and the Biden administration the worst ever? Because they're the only administration not only doubled the debt, but they could not grow the economy by just 3%. 3%. Because he didn't want to grow the economy. The reason we're in the state we are right now is because of what happened coming out of the recession from 2007, 2009. And when we came out of that recession, that was the time that the solution to our economy, to drive it, to grow it, was jobs. And where do jobs come from? Where do you get them from? Startup businesses. And what happened? Biden, Obama, they killed startup businesses. They didn't want startup businesses. You know, when you see another thing I was thinking about today, these job reports, these job numbers come out the first Friday every month. Remember, again, wages drives housing, and wages sustains housing. Wages keep going up, then you sustain the value of your home. If wages aren't going up, your home value is not going to stay there. You can't sustain it. But I was just thinking today, you know, when these job numbers come out first Friday of every month, these job reports, you got to ignore them. They're as crooked as a corkscrew because the BLS manipulates the numbers. They use what they call the birth death rate metric system. And it's a crooked system. Everything's, if you want to show jobs are better, they just make them up. That's what they do. They make them up. Let's say they go into your area, let's say where I live, Sarasota, Florida, and they check and see how many people took out papers to start a corporation. Now, most corporations in your town, your community, 1 or 2 people are part of the corporation. That's it. So let's say they take a corporation, they take 5 corporations, and they all mom and pop, and they'll say, let's see, we need another 200,000 jobs. So I'll take this, and I'll say, we'll anticipate this corporation here that started last week, they're going to have 50,000 employees. When there's only 2 people in the family that are going to be working it, or maybe 3. This is what they do. It's all fake. And when I keep hearing how the economy is getting better and how we're going to grow and we're in this great recovery, especially this robust recovery ahead of us.
So it's going to be quite a robust recovery.
He's so full of crap. Robust recovery. Really? How are you going to get a robust recovery when you don't have a middle class? And the middle class drives everything because it drives startup businesses, which drives all the new jobs, startup jobs. But again, when you look at these job numbers that I was just talking about a moment ago, they're so fake. And where you really get the real numbers is looking at the withholding tax. And I always told my members that. Don't believe these numbers they've given you on the first Friday of every month. You want to know how many people are really working? Go through the withholding tax receipts. And by the way, they're telling us how we're going to have this robust economy going forward. How could that be? When, in fact, the withholding tax receipts have dropped by $480 billion this year. $480 billion. Now, let me put that in perspective. That's like if you're building a bridge across a river 3 miles long and you miss the other side by 2 miles. That's how bad that is. That's telling you we're in deep trouble. That's what you look at, the withholding. They can't fudge that number. They got to take taxes out of your pay. They can't fudge that number. So that's a severe, severe revenue loss. That's what's going on. And again, we are in an economy, they're propping up every day. I mean, it's unbelievable. The initial unemployment insurance claims per week are coming in some weeks as much as $1.5 million just in 1 week. Even during our recession, 2007, 2009 recessions, we never saw more than 50,000 increase in 1 week. We're talking 1.5 million we've seen. Are you kidding? And we had the largest total for any 1 week was what, less than 700,000? So if you think between 2007 and 2009 recession, we never had more than 50,000 person increase in any 1 week, and the largest total for any 1 week was less than 700,000? What are you, nuts? Now we have 33% of Americans are living in poverty. And the big problem is the middle class. The middle class is done. They went from full-time jobs to part-time jobs to poverty. The greed of the corporations has killed our economy. Because once you kill the middle class, you killed your economy. And when I get back, I'm going to tell you, this is just like it was in the year 2000, what's going on right now. We'll talk about it when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect
consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. Now, every Friday, remember, go to my YouTube channel because I do a take. What my take is on the economy. Matter of fact, the one I put in 2 weeks ago is still getting hit. It's where I said we're 85% there to a crash. That's free every Friday. And again, please listen to this radio show on my YouTube channel. Listen to it on the YouTube channel, okay? And also, when you go to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. I hope you hit like and share. Okay. I want to get back to what's going on here. You know, you better just turn off the fake business news network. Stop listening to CNBC. Stop listening to Fox Business. Because you're going to wake up one morning and you go, gee, I thought things were great. I mean, when they come out and they tell you we're going to have a robust recovery.
So it's going to be quite a robust recovery.
How are you going to have a robust recovery when staring you right in the face withholding tax receipts have dropped $408 billion? That's probably about what? Maybe 16, 17%? That's huge because we don't have enough people working. This is crazy. 53 million of our workforce of about 160 million, 53 million, that's huge, are making $18,000 a year or less. Those are the people that work at Walmart and the big box stores. That's 44% of our workforce. You want to know why retail sales are going down? These idiots on Business News Network, these fake Business News Networks, oh, they're all surprised. They're surprised. They thought, wow, gee, this was Christmas. Everybody's going to be spending money. Yeah, well, it didn't work out, did it? We have 33% of Americans living in poverty. And this is all because the Obama and the Biden administration, they had such an opportunity right after the 2007 to 2009 recession. They had such an opportunity to create jobs. And when you're going to create jobs, you want to create jobs in the startup business, small startup businesses. That's where you got to create jobs. See, the middle class, if you have good wages, and you stop outsourcing their jobs, that's the thing we need. You got to stop outsourcing. And we got to stop right now the stock buyback. That's great for guys like me and guys who make their living in the stock market. That's great. But it's terrible for the economy. And you don't listen to me when I tell you the dollar. You don't listen. And I keep telling you, gold's going to go through the roof. You know it's not. Really? The dollar has dropped about 26% in 4 months. Go take a look at the chart. Take a look at the chart. The dollar. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I mean, if you go back to, here, let's go back to, matter of fact, I think it's even more than that. If you go back, let's go back to, I'm sorry, I think it's even worse than that. Let's go back to the dollar, UUP. It was $28 in March. Let's see, it's now down to, what, $23? $24? So what's that? That's 17%. Okay, 17%. Dropped 17%. Gave you the wrong numbers, sorry. But that's huge. When you go to the store and you're going to buy something, that dollar that you pull out of your wallet, it's 17% less value. So if you're going to go pay for your groceries, and you wonder why you need more of these pieces of paper. These pieces of paper are crap. They're nothing. Look at them. They're terrible. What are they? Pieces of paper. Came from some poor tree somewhere. So now you got to have more of these pieces of paper because every piece of paper you got in a wallet's down 17%. That's you know how much that is? And then your wages have gone down. Why? Because inflation's not 2%. Real inflation is more like 14%. That's real. You really believe inflation's 2%? You really believe that? When the stock market's going up 400%? Look at healthcare alone. You'd be dancing on your rooftops if inflation was 2%. Just look at healthcare, for God's sakes. What are you, nuts? You got to wake up and you got to better learn how to short the market. Not that hard. It's easy. We do it every day. I don't know when the market's going to crash, but I predicted that we started our crash. I proved it on my chart, and I'm right. We started the crash. I said that in January. I think it was January 16th of 2018. I was dead on. Go look at the chart. I was dead on. That's when it started. And we're in the middle of the crash, but nobody knows it. Because you got these idiots tell you, oh, we got a robust recovery. Robust recovery when you got 44% of your workforce making 18 grand, 33% of your people living in poverty, and the only jobs we have are mostly part-time crap jobs. And why? How do we get here? How do we get? And everybody's, oh, look at the housing business. Oh, it's booming. It's booming. No, it's not. The only reason why the housing is booming because the economy is bad. You say, how can that be? Pretty simple. There's a large group of people that made money in the stock market. And they're doing fine. And they're buying houses because it's only a 2.7% interest rate. We wouldn't be at 2.7% if the economy was good. When interest rates go up, that's when the economy is good. That's when housing booms, because everybody says, I better get in and before interest rates go up. Well, take your time. You can just take your good time. Don't worry about the interest rates going up. Just relax. Don't think you got it. You remember the housing boom? Everybody was out there every day, day and night, flashlights, looking at worried about interest rates going up. You don't have to worry about the interest rates going up. If they do, you're going to be dead. Unless you have some gold. Be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Hoping you're listening to us on my YouTube channel. Go to Phil's Gang YouTube channel to listen to this show. And also remember, every Friday I put on my YouTube channel my take on what's happening in the markets, free. So listen to the radio show, my show, please, on a YouTube channel. And every Friday, go look for the new update I have on what's going on, my take. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. And I hope you pick like. Okay, so, you know, this craziness that the economy is doing better or going to do better is insane. Insane. Because everybody keeps looking at the stupid stock market going up. They have no clue what's going on in the economy. They don't. They have no clue what's facing them. This whole thing is one big, huge bubble based on stock buybacks. The worst thing that this Congress could have done, they should have stopped it after 1 year. Stopped it. And everybody's going to pay for it. But you got to know when it's going to happen. We'll know here at Phil's Gang. I haven't been wrong on one. I haven't been wrong on one pullback. Matter of fact, we were spot on the in February. 2 days, I think it was, before the market crashed. I had everybody shorting. It was going to crash. And it did. And the speed that crash went down was, and how it cut into our economy so deep, we see nothing like that. You don't recover from that. You don't have well, in the future, I keep hearing, we're going to go back to this great economy we had, which, by the way, we didn't have a great economy. We had a horrible economy, and we would have crashed anyways without the pandemic. And nobody believes that, but I'm sorry, that's the truth. Now, let me tell you folks who fell in love since 2013 with Facebook and Netflix and Google and Amazon, you are going to get killed. You're going to get killed. What are you, nuts if you're still in those stocks? Don't you see what's going on? The big institutions are rotating out of those stocks. They're rotating out of those stocks. Now, the only one that still has a little bit of action is Netflix, because everybody's getting locked up in their houses again, especially in New York City. Matter of fact, we bought some Netflix the other day. But everything else, Google, look at Google. That used to break out every day to a new high. This thing has been going sideways since November 4th. Amazon used to break out every day. Are you kidding? It's been going sideways since what? I don't know, since, I think it's here, since September 30th. Microsoft, going sideways. Now, Microsoft had a little action today. But they're moving their money to where I had my members move their money to. We were in all those stocks. We were mostly in Netflix and Facebook. Apple, we were in a lot. We made some great money. But you know what we did? I had them move to the airlines when nobody wanted the airlines. Right now, they're up 41%. Our airlines. I had to move to energy like BP and XOM. Nobody wanted those. We're up 16% in those. Had everybody buy the drillers. My members buy the drillers. Like Halliburton, up 43%. I had them buy the refiners, like MRO. Those are up 40% now. I had them buy the oil service, like OIH. They're up 46%. I had them buy the cruise lines. And those are up now about where is it? Cruise line is up about 22%, I think it is, if I'm right. And the casinos, we're up about 29% on the casino, 36% on the cruise lines. Sorry, we're up 36% on the cruise lines, and the casinos around 29%. Now, we're staying in those right now. We've taken a lot of our profits, but we're not getting out. And every day, using our color-coded chart, it tells us if the institutions are going to get in. Are they going to stay in those stocks? See, that's the thing. If you don't have the color-coded technology, and you can laugh all you want about it, sounds like a joke, but the color-coded technology works. It works. And shame on you if you don't take it for 10 days free. Especially if you're in a 401k. Because you're dead in a 401k. You're dead. You're never going to get out of your 401k in time. Never. Impossible. Especially when you got these idiots on the fake Business News Network telling you every day this kind of garbage.
So it's going to be quite a robust recovery.
Yeah, quite a robust recovery. Yeah, right. When you got 44% of your people making less than $18,000, are you nuts a year? 33% of Americans are in poverty. We got 30% of people that can't make their house payment. Look what happens at the end of December 31st. No more moratorium. No more moratorium. If you're a renter, you better start paying rent. Yeah, but housing went up, Phil. That means the economy's good. No, it means the economy's bad. That's why it was at 2.3, 2.7%. What are you, nuts? You know, the solution that we had after the 2007, 2009 recession was small business. Small business. That was the solution right there. It was perfect timing. Perfect timing to start small business. And that's what we should have done. The timing was perfect. But no. What did Obama and Biden do? They didn't want to increase the number of small businesses because small businesses, okay, it's a result of the middle class worker. They make more wages. So after they pay their taxes and everything, they got money left to start new businesses, startup businesses. Because those middle class are in high-paying areas like construction, manufacturing, drilling, which right now they're taking all their jobs and outsourced them. Our middle class is shrinking so fast. When you have higher wages, that means more tax money. Okay? After tax, what they call discretionary income, they have some money left to go do a startup business. Remember, small startup business is the backbone of our country. The middle class is the foundation of our country. But Biden and Obama destroyed it. You know what their solution was? Put on 3,852 regulations to screw them so they couldn't start a business. Yeah, that's right. We needed jobs, good jobs, not bartending jobs. Small startup business was the solution to our economy, to our recovery. We wouldn't be where we are today. But no, they wouldn't do it. Why? Why wouldn't Obama do it? Because it contradicted Obama's ideology, his core principle as a Marxist. Oh, he's no more Marxist now. He's on Martha's Vineyard now in his $20 million house and his $8 million house. Oh, no, he's no more a Marxist now. He's a capitalist now. That's like kids running around and they're revolting and riots and burning things down, all these college kids. And when they finally grow up and they get a job and they get their paychecks, they say, no, I'm short. What's this? I'm short about $70. That's tax, stupid. We took your taxes out. They're no longer liberals. They're no longer Democrats. They now become Republicans once they see the taxes are taken out. So the small business, we got so screwed. That's why you are where you are today. If you were middle class and you were having a good, you're living well and you're suffering right now, that's because we didn't build our small business. Because remember, it was a contradiction to Obama's ideology, his core principle as a Marxist, and Obama was a proponent of redistribution of wealth. He wanted to expand the nation's welfare state. He didn't want to expand work. He didn't want to, as a matter of fact, he wanted to take the incentive out of people working. Didn't want people to better themselves. He wanted to make sure small business would not happen. And he did by putting in 3,852 hurdles in front of them, regulations. That's what happened. Remember, our economic GDP growth comes from the middle class, from small businesses. There isn't any. And that's why he didn't hit a GDP of 3%, the only president in history. I'll be right back and talk about some more stocks. I got a good stock for you, by the way, when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
and we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to my gang. We're talking about some stocks. I'm going to give you some couple stocks I'm going to talk about, but don't go off and run and start buying these. A lot of people do that. They figure, well, gee, I don't have to join Phil's gang. I save money. He told me the stock over the air. No, it doesn't work like that. If I give a stock, remember, we tell our members every day we post what to do with the stock. Just like today. Here, I'll show you. Steve, who's our head of our education department, he does a video on every stock in our portfolio, and he puts it up at 2 o'clock.
Caterpillar, continue to hold this one long with 25 shares. Our stop's at 175.
And he goes on and tells you. And then he tells you when to add more than 25 shares. He tells you to take some off or add 5,000 shares or whatever. He tells you all the way through based on our color-coded technology, which works. That's why I offer it for 10 days free. For heaven's sakes, 10 days free, and you'll see this works. But the thing you need to watch is when it tells you that money is going to come out and your stock is going to tank. Anybody can get into a stock in a market since 2009, for God's sakes, that's gone up 400%, especially since 2013, when you had 4 or 5 stocks that made up about 40% of the S&P 500. Just 4 stocks out of 500 made up about, I mean, this is crazy. Anybody could make money.
because they're doing stock buybacks. And stock buybacks destroyed our country. Oh, the rich doing well. Are you kidding me? The 1%, they're doing great. 10%, 5%, 7%, they're all doing terrific. But everybody else is suffering. But here's a good stock. Now, I've got my members watching UNG. Now watch, somebody's going to go buy UNG. They're going to lose money, and I'll see in the website, I listened to Phil and I lost money, but they won't tell the rest of the truth, will they? They won't say, well, I didn't join his gang. I didn't join his gang, and so I didn't know when to add. I didn't know when to get out because I'm too cheap. I didn't want to spend $39.95. So when he said it, I thought I'd just get in it, and I was going to make a fortune without paying. That's not how it works, my friend. $39.95 a month. That's it. You spend more on that and just cigarettes. But UNG, now it's red. We're going to wait till it turns green. Now, first it'll turn yellow, giving us a warning that, hey, the institution's starting to put money in. That, I think, is going to be a big winner for us. But you got to know when to get in. It's still red. Don't get in now. What are you, nuts? Another one I think that is going to do well for us, I think Intel will get some life here. Intel's had it pretty rough, but it looks like Intel, we got some institutional money coming into it now. That's another one I think is going to do well. So, and then as far as stocks to short, I think we're going to have a good short on Eaton Corporation. I think we're going to make money on shorting Hawaiian Holdings. It's an airline. Now, again, don't do anything with these because how are you going to know if I say to you, okay, you better take some shares off? How are you going to know? You're not a member. Then you're going to lose money. Then you're going to blame me? What are you, nuts? So we got we got a lot of stocks that they're all setting up to collapse, including the spiders. So just check it out for 10 days, for heaven's sakes. It works. Now, remember, when I told you about Obama, okay, for half the country who loves him, look, I'm not picking on your guy. It is what it is, okay? Now, Obama wasn't alone. His co-conspirators were the big corporations, especially the financial corporations and the non-financial corporations. Just like now. Remember, who supported Biden? That's right, the financial guys. Wall Street, both the financial and non-financial corporations, the big boys. And they took care of Obama. Their greed, they got him in office, Obama, to outsource. They wanted to outsource. See, it used to be the large corporations wanted the small startup companies. They were behind him. They wanted to work. Why? Because it was easier for them. The patents and everything came from the small startup companies, and they'd go buy them. They go buy the smallest startup. How do you think Cisco grew? They're buying about, 20 companies a week. That's the way it used to be. Oracle, how do you think they grew? Buying other companies because it's a small guy. They're the ones that create the work. They're the ones that create the patents. They're behind them. They're supporting them. No more. Now the greed got to them. Now they want to destroy them. They want to have no competition. They didn't want the little guys to grow to big guys. So they got just plain greedy. And they caused all the outsourcing of the big paying jobs. All it was less is bartenders and waiters and the low paying jobs. They outsource because they can, you know why. They pay those people a fraction of what a U.S. worker makes. The greed was to replace the full-time guy with the part-time guy. Now, who caused that? That was Obama and Biden with their stupid Obamacare. That Obamacare. When he said to all the corporations, well, why don't you put everybody on part-time? Put everybody on part-time, then you don't have to pay insurance. Oh, that's a good idea. Great move, Obama. And Biden put people on. So he said to all the corporations, well, you can get around this by putting people on part-time. That was really great. Because when you go from full-time to part-time, where's the next station? Where do you stop next? Where do you get off next? Poverty. And then the greedy CEOs are now making 375 times what the workers are making because now they're doing stock buybacks. And whose fault is this? All Congress. They could have stopped the outsourcing. They could have stopped the stock buybacks, but they're owned by the big boys. Who do you think owns the corporations own these people in Congress? Corporate America is corrupt. And we have an inept Senate with corrupt corporations. That's not a good mixture. Look what's going on with the Senate and the representatives. God, we got Chinese communists in there with our representatives, for heaven's sakes. And remember what happened. Under Obama and Biden, they were trying to stop Bill after it was so corrupt. And the Senate was so inept. They refused. They got paid off to stop passing the bills that hurt the jobs. Our Senate would keep passing bills that would hurt our jobs because they got paid. Look at the H-1B visas. Unbelievable. So, housing. Look what they did with housing. The middle class got crushed. When we had the housing collapse, they lost 50% of their wealth. Why? Because everybody's wealth is in their house. That was, again, the greed, the corporation. And they can't come back. These people, we never recovered. Because all their jobs got outsourced. So a guy who loses a $65,000 job, he replaces it with a $35,000 job. And so now we drop interest rates from 5% down to 0. So he can go buy a Jeep and he feels good and thinks he's doing okay. He lost 50% of his net worth, but now he can go buy a Jeep. He can buy a dog. He can buy a chain, tie him to the back of the Jeep on Friday night, go get some beer. And he feels, hey, I'm rich again. Because interest rates are 0. And now when they go in to buy a Jeep, they don't ask the payment. They ask, what's the late payment? They destroyed your 401k. Do you forget that? This is all coming around again. This is all going to happen again. Your house is going to get destroyed. Your 401k is going to get destroyed. Remember, they destroyed your 401k. They destroyed your home equity first when the housing market collapsed, and they destroyed your 401k. But you could have prevented your 401k from being collapsing, which is going to collapse again, if you just knew when to get out. If you knew when to get out. But you don't. You just sit there thinking, oh boy, I'm getting rich. You don't even think about it, do you? Man. And who do you think paid the billions in settlements with the government over the illegal foreclosures? Remember all the illegal foreclosures? Who paid for that? Who paid for that? You, the shareholders, the 71 million of you in a 401k mutual fund. You paid for it. Go join my gang for 10 days. It's free, for God's sakes. Learn how to use the color-coded chart. Tells you when to buy and when to sell. It works. Okay? Free for 10 days. So again, I hope you're listening to my YouTube channel. Okay? So again, listen to this radio show on my YouTube channel. All right? I will see you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon,